Hi, my name is Brianna, and welcome to my reaction commentary channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 13 of Hannibal, and y'all, we've made it. We have somehow outlived people who should be dead, such as Mason, Cordell, and Gideon. But we also lost some sweet angel babies along the way, such as Abigail, Bella, and Beverly. So now, in this series finale, I'm about to find out, finally, who's gonna make it to see another day, and who might just die a horrible, gruesome, bloody death. I'm not nervous at all. A few quick things before we get started. 1, thank y'all for letting me know that there's an after credit scene. Number 2, I will be reacting to all of the Hannibal blooper reels, like all 17 minutes of them, in the very next video after this one's posted. Also included in that video, I will share with you my favorite episodes, my favorite outfits, my favorite moments. Also, I'm gonna finally tally up all of the brownie points from all 3 seasons and see where our characters rank. Also in the video that will include all of my Hannibal extras, I will be announcing the very next show that I will be reacting to. But also, if the next show that I react to already has several seasons, I will be taking a break when the time comes for Season 2 of Interview. Now, the time has come for me to finally stop stalling and figure out what happens to my murder husbands, Hannibal and Will, who no matter what happens in this episode, I will still love. Because Hannibal is in my top 10 favorite shows of all times, hands down, period. Alright, if you could do me a quick favor, please like, subscribe, ring that bell for post notifications, follow me on all my social media, follow my Patreon for full-length reactions to Hannibal Season 2 and Hannibal Season 3 and whatever show I react to next, and that way we can skip the chit-chat and get straight to the good part. Picking up where we left off.
Get up. Do you know where you are in the room? Reba, feel on my chest. Bring your hands up slowly. Don't do what you are thinking.
Oh, not like that. Okay.
Just around my throat. You feel that? It's a key. Take it off over my head.
Sir, is this an escape room? Are you Jigsaw? Is this a puzzle? I don't understand. Why are we doing this?
I'm going to see if I can trust you. Go to the front door. Lock it. I'll wait right here. Don't try to run. I can catch you.
Well, we know that, sir. You're not special. All right. McLean, you are very level-headed. We're just gonna think this through. She's already in the house. She's at a horrible disadvantage. I say, just lock the door. Show him that he can trust you. You're already at the second location. If you're at the first location, I would say run away and scream.
Now lock the door and put the key around my neck. Hang it around my neck.
At least we're still talking to Francis and not the dragon.
I wish I could have trusted you.
I wish you weren't a serial killer. I guess we're all disappointed.
I wanted to trust you. You felt so good.
So did you, Dee.
It's all over for me.
Sounds like a personal problem. Can I go?
I can't give you to him. You know what he will do.
Oh, hell no. You already set Chilton on fire. We are not about to do this.
He will bite you. Better you go with me.
I don't want to go. No. I don't want to go. Like... Is this real, though? Like, is this real? I feel like this is real. I feel like this is really happening.
I can't stand to watch you burn.
You did this. You didn't have to do this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Also, how selfish. I got burnt to death, but you get to go out by shotgun blast? How dare you? Girl. Okay, cool, calm, and collected. You got this. We just practice this together. You know where you're going? Girl, stay low. Is that like brain matter? on her face. I saw the antlers. I'm scared. I'm scared because none of that was on my Hannibal series finale bingo card.
You set fire to the house?
And Will, baby, I love both of y'all. Sir, last time you touched someone's shoulder, they almost died. I'm leery. Don't touch me.
I'd like to come back by just to say hi, see how you're doing.
How could you help it? Charmer like me.
She still has jokes.
He couldn't kill you, and he couldn't watch you die. People who study this kind of thing say that he was trying to stop because you helped him. Probably saved some lives.
I drew a freak.
You didn't draw a freak. You drew a man with a freak on his back.
At least wings on his back.
There is nothing wrong with you.
Oh, my sweet babies. They're two muffins and they deserve the world. And it's not fair that their boyfriends/husbands are crazy murderers that just can't stop, won't stop. And we're back in our Mind Palace chapel. I miss Hannibal in a suit, and I miss my boys together.
The dragon's dead.
Are we sure he's dead? Because that was a lot.
Congratulations in order.
Are they?
I didn't kill him. Suicide.
And he wasn't as strong as the dragon after all. I was rooting for you, Will. It's a shame. You came all this way and you didn't get to kill anybody. Only consolation is stuck to children.
We don't talk about him anymore.
Congratulations for the job you did on him. I admired it enormously. What a cunning boy you are.
Hannibal's proud.
I came back to stop the dragon.
And to see Hannibal, because you weren't over your ex.
You can go home again, if there's any point.
How? He keeps seeing Molly dead.
Is there any point?
Not after all the trauma.
You'll see it's not the same. The unspoken knowledge will live with you. When life becomes maddeningly polite. Think about me. Think about me, Will.
Hannibal.
You turned yourself in, so I would always know where you were.
Yeah, it was a manipulation. And a gift.
But you'd only do that if I rejected you. Goodbye.
Well, was it good to see me?
Hannibal cares so much.
Good? No.
He is trying to protect himself with a gruff exterior. Babe, take a nap. What the? Francis, one, I knew you weren't dead yet because, like, that was too easy. But two, Will, where's your gun? Where's your backup? Francis, stop kidnapping people. Will, you keep getting taken.
Try to sit up.
You didn't break my back. Blood and breath are only elements undergoing change to fuel your radiance.
Hannibal's words, his voice.
Hannibal said those words to me.
I wanted to share with Lecter, and Lecter betrayed me.
He has no loyalty to you. He only has loyalty to Will. He only has half loyalty to Will, but mostly loyalty to himself.
You shared with Reba.
You did, and thank you for letting her live.
Were Grandma's dentures. And the upper part was made of vulcanite instead of acrylic like they use today.
My sons, they're back. I love y'all too.
I think it's a guy named Arnold Lang. He's missing, worked at a service station near Dollarhide. So Dollarhide snuffs out Lang, takes the dead body back to the house, then does this whole thing with the blind lady song and dance. Will I shoot you? Won't I shoot you? I can't stand to see you burn, boo-hoo, and then blows Lang's head away with a 12 gauge.
I understand them. I speak their language.
So she could tell us she certainly felt a body.
I mean, your main witness was a blind woman.
The obvious thing is to get him to come to us. Bait him with something he wants more than me.
He'd have to be an idiot to go for it.
He's an idiot, but so are we.
I'm not sure I want to.
Hannibal?
Hannibal.
Okay.
Why in God's name would anyone want to meet Hannibal Lecter?
They think he's cool.
But kill him, Jack.
Oh, that too. Murder.
So I'm pretty sure.
I'm not even sure Hannibal would draw the dragon. I just say that it's our best shot.
Our plans don't work.
Set him up how?
We take Hannibal into federal custody.
And then he gets out.
We fake an escape.
We fake it with it being real. Bedelia, my girl, I'm a little less mad at you. But are you alright? You look nervous, girl. You're shaking. I just feel like the power dynamics between the two of them have shifted in Will's favor.
What you propose is so thoughtless.
She's not wrong.
I find it difficult to imagine that moment exists.
Decisions are made of needed feelings.
I hate feelings. I prefer logic.
Who holds the devil, let him hold him well. He will hardly be caught a second time.
I don't intend Hannibal to be caught a second time. This is my becoming.
What you are becoming is pathological.
A little bit.
Extreme acts of cruelty require a high degree of empathy.
Yes, I understand using her words against her.
You've just found religion. Nothing more dangerous than that.
Once again, shots fired.
I'd pack my bags if I were you, Bedelia. Meat's back on the menu.
He promised to eat you.
You righteous, reckless, twitchy little man. He might as well cut all of our throats and be done with it.
Ready or not, here he comes.
Will said that is my man and I'm gonna stick beside him. Girl, you better get to running. Run, Bedelia. Pack it up and go. Oh, damn, Chilton. Bruh, I'm so sorry that you're not dead. They really did do you like Georgia. Don't give him a plastic comb. He'll blow up.
Dr. Lou.
Alana, my girl.
I wanted to see you, Frederick. I wanted to remind myself what Hannibal is capable of.
Girl, that was not Hannibal.
What Will Graham is killed.
Will, Alana, Jack, Freddie.
You were the roper. Too bad there was not enough rope for you to hang yourself with.
Also, you're not innocent in this.
Who does Will Graham have you roping now? Scissors. If I had them, I would burn the man alive.
You always wanted vengeance. That's why you hung out with Mason.
Maybe I would rather have his skin. I've been getting grafts. How I would love to count Hannibal among my donors.
Like Buffalo Bill, I see what y'all did.
In your own skin, Frederick. You wouldn't be comfortable in Hannibal's.
Ooh, did you have to comfort the man like that? He's on his deathbed. Hopefully.
There's a deal for you, Hannibal. Or there could be.
Hannibal has the power. Y'all keep coming to him for help.
Jack couldn't ask me himself.
Jack is too prideful.
Jack doesn't know you as well as I do. He thought if he asked you for help, you would just torment him.
Probably, yeah.
Quite right, too.
The Red Dragon faked his death.
Good for him.
Jack wants to fake your escape.
Fake it by making it real.
Was it Will's idea?
It was. You know your man.
Yes, that worked out so well for Frederick Chilton. Do please tell Frederick, if you see him, I wish a speedy convalescence and hope he won't be very ugly.
Damn! Between the shots fired between Will last episode and Hannibal this episode, Chilton is catching all the strays.
You trust Will with my well-being.
As much as I trust you with his.
And y'all aren't well. You're both ill. Mentally.
You trust me with yours?
Hell no. Hell no. Mm-mm.
You died in my kitchen, Alana. When you chose to be brave. Every moment since is borrowed. Your wife. Your child.
No.
They belong to me. You made a bargain for Will's life. And then I spun you gold.
But also, Alana didn't almost die in his kitchen because Alana never made it to the kitchen. She was in the foyer, and then she went upstairs, and then she got pushed out the window, and then she was on the front lawn. So, I disagree.
We kill Dollarhide. We kill Hannibal.
We nothing.
The devil is due.
We've one last goodbye between us.
You didn't just say goodbye, though, did you?
I love the...
That little extra bit at the end.
You'd never have turned yourself in unless I rejected you.
Yes. That extra bit. I believe that's what they call a mic drop. You dropped the mic well.
I knew you wanted me to know exactly where I could find you when I needed to. I need you, Hannibal.
I'm glad we're finally saying the quiet part out loud.
You're our best shot, Hannibal.
I feel like this is secret talk, like secret couple talk.
Please.
What in the drive-by? Wait, how did Francis get a police car? Not gonna lie, like, Francis is that boy. Also, Will, did you just get knocked out again? Baby, you're always getting knocked out. You know what, Francis? You be doing the damn thing, though. I love that Hannibal's free. I strangely feel like my boo. I was gonna call Hannibal my boo, but I've never done that before.
What are you doing?
I'm taking a car.
You know, Will, you worry too much.
Bye, Francis.
You'll be much more comfortable
See you soon.
If you relax with yourself.
Excuse me, sir. Y'all gotta move.
Going my way?
Always. I freaking love them. Alana, Margot, Mason Jr., the better version of Mason, I hope. Y'all look great. To me, y'all feel great. And I'm proud of y'all. Now get to stepping. Take all that money and run. Bedelia girl, did you run? And also Crawford, did you run? Everyone should go. No one should stay where they were.
The bluff is eroding.
Alright, I don't like heights.
There was more land when I was here with Abigail. More land still when I was here with Miriam Lass.
Now you're here with me.
I mean, he kidnapped the last two. Also, there are too many windows. Y'all are vulnerable.
You intend to watch him kill me?
I mean, it is your guys'
I
foreplay.
intend to watch him change you.
My compassion for you is inconvenient, Will.
True.
Save yourself, kill them all.
That's what you told Francis.
I don't know if I can save myself.
Y'all, Francis is still out and about.
Maybe that's just fine.
That sounds very self-defeatist.
No greater love hath man than to lay down his life for a friend.
He's watching us now.
Then can y'all get away from the windows? No. Because that's no. I told y'all about the windows. But I don't want Hannibal, I don't want anyone to die except for Francis. So Will, where's your gun?
Don't run.
Where's your gun?
I'll catch you.
Hannibal, please don't bleed out.
Hello, Francis.
Greetings, salutations. Will, it's not time for voyeurism.
He was seized by a fantasy world, immediacy of childhood.
Hannibal, you're bleeding out. We don't have time for this, babe.
I'm gonna film your death. Dr. Lecter.
Will. Don't go catatonic.
It's a glorious and rather discomforting idea. Watching the film will be wonderful, but not as wonderful as the act itself.
We're not happy with knives. Knives aren't our... What the... No, I'm getting up. I'm leaving. What are you doing? Do not... Will can't because we... I'm not okay. Will, please, sweetie. Because why are we doing this? And why are we getting taken out by one person? Yes, stab him all in the knee. If Jack could survive being stabbed in the neck, Will could survive. It's not... He didn't even get stabbed all that deep in his face, neck. Where's backup? Ooh. Nice effect. That was good. But my baby is bleeding. Both my babies are bleeding. Please. Don't take the knife out. You're gonna bleed more, but you need a weapon. Where's your gun? Why don't y'all believe in guns? Work together. Kill his ass. Kill him. Please. Yes. You love sharp things. Hannibal, you love cutting up people. Cut him up. Kill him. I love that y'all are working together. Too much blood loss. Oh, my babies, they look so cool covered in blood. But also, you better work. Hannibal still said, I got hops. Okay, let's go. Y'all always... Is this a metaphor for sex between the two of y'all? Because y'all could have just done it and we wouldn't have to have wounds. Francis, goodbye, sir. Ooh, the wings are good. The effect of the wings are good. Francis, you have done so much damage. Okay, the wings out of the blood is kind of cool. Also, bloodborne pathogens. This is the 8th time we've talked about them. Can we call someone to help us?
It really does look black in the moonlight.
Of course he remembered what Hannibal would say to him. Please, 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 please. There's something I can do. I can't help you. I can't help you.
See, this is all I ever wanted for you. Well, for both of us.
That is true.
It's beautiful.
If y'all, why so tender? Why would you? I'm trying so hard not to cry. Okay, they can survive that, right? Like, they might not actually be gone. I'm sad. They were so beautiful together, but I gotta stay for the after credit scene. Bedelia girl? What? Ma'am, is that a leg? What the is that a log? But you look great. You look terrified, but you look great. You're how? For what? Why? Okay, hold on. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, we got Bedelia. We got a leg on the table. Presumably her leg. Hold on. Debrief. We'll talk about it in the debrief. All right. And that concludes season 3, episode 13 of Hannibal, the series finale. And y'all, my heart hurts, but I'm also like kind of happy. I'm like happy sad. I don't know. Like truly in my day-to-day life, I am not an emotional person. I'm only emotional when it comes to media. I can sit through a real life funeral and not shed one tear. But Hanagram, but Will and Hannibal symbolically dying, because I'm just saying there was water at the bottom. There's a possibility they can still be alive. I get to be delusional. And in this day and age, just because the show is over doesn't mean that's gonna stop fan fiction writers. So the fandom will live on forever. Also, is there a petition, like a change.org type thing where we can sign up? And when I say we, I mean myself, because I'm like several years behind on this show. Can I sign up to like rally for a season 4? Because I need it. And could y'all imagine Hannibal back on our TV screen at the same time as Interview with the Vampire? The Murder Husbands? Times 4? I would not be able to handle it. And I'm just saying, I feel like we all deserve a season 4. But my boys, my 2 dumb boys, Hannibal and Will, quote unquote, dying in each other's arms, the tenderness of a hug. We spent a lot of time in the last episode talking about how Will placing his hand on Chilton's shoulder symbolized friendship and an emotional connection. And our boys finally just like full on hugged, which while not being a kiss, I'll take it. I'll take a hug because it was tender and it was true, and our boys have been through so much together. It's their fault. It's like 90% both Will and Hannibal's fault that we have all been tortured the way we have. But much like Chilton pointed out, this entire mess was created and sustained with the help of Jack, Alana, Margot, Abigail, Garrett Jacob Hobbs, Gideon, Chilton, Freddie. Everyone has contributed to this mayhem. Everyone except for Zeller and Price, my boys, my sons who I love, whose language I speak, and who I understand on a spiritual level. You know what? You two have never let me down. And I'm proud of y'all. And that after credit scene of Bedelia at the table, I just went back and rewound it. There's 2 other chairs. I feel like Will and Hannibal have decided to have a merry dinner date, and Bedelia's on the menu. Because both Hannibal and Will promised Bedelia that they were gonna get it a little nibble. And if there's anything that both Hannibal and Will are, it's petty. So I feel like they would defy death and gravity just to get their final lick back at Bedelia. In my heart, in my hopes and dreams, that's what I'm gonna tell myself happened. But also, Bedelia could just be so psychologically messed up from all of the stress and pressure of having to deal with both Hannibal and Will for years now. Maybe it was just like a self-fulfilling prophecy. They didn't find Hannibal and Will's bodies. I highly doubt. So they could be out there. Bedelia could be under so much psychological stress and pressure and always looking over her shoulder, afraid that Will and or Hannibal would come back to get her, that she was like, you know what, maybe I can make a sacrifice. And you know, if she did do it to herself, she plated the leg very nice. It's a nice leg. It was a nice leg when it was on her body. It still looked good on a platter. It was tied up in some kale or something. I don't know. I will say that this is a very well-paced finale. And I love that they gave each of the characters screen time and also be reminded of who they are and the functions that they serve within the show and within the ecosystem. Alana has had crazy character development, and she's a completely different person than when she started, but also her changes in her character made sense. She went from being the bleeding heart lovey-dovey Care Bear to being the badass boss in charge, with her lovely gorgeous wife Margot and their slightly creepy child Mason Jr. But also my girl's got the money. So take that money and flee. Because Hannibal was like, no, I'm coming after you, Alana. I'm also coming after Margot, and I'm coming after your offspring. So girl, if they are alive and they got Bedelia, I'm just saying, y'all are next. So use that money to the fullest advantage. Don't ever talk to anybody that you knew before ever again. Y'all don't need ties. Y'all don't need friends. I wish y'all the best, truly. Since the first episode, Crawford has always been interesting to me. I've always had a love-hate relationship with him. It took me forever to understand his character, and I don't know why it took me so long. Everyone else's characteristics were established a lot earlier for me than Crawford's were. I just feel like I spent longer trying to fill out his character, and that's because Crawford's motives are ever-changing and on a sliding scale. They're very much gray, which makes him a great counterpoint to Hannibal's character, which only further emphasizes the pull and tug between Crawford and Hannibal, with Will constantly and unfortunately being in the middle. My baby could not catch a break. My poor baby Will could never catch a break because he's in between these 2 giants, which is Hannibal and Crawford. The metaphorical Satan versus God. And who's stuck in the middle? Will Graham. But also, strange shout out to Francis, because he did the damn thing when it came to this episode. He somehow staged an elaborate situation to convince McLean wholeheartedly that he set the place on fire, that he shot himself, that she had to get the key to scramble to get to the front door, but he knew that he wanted to save her life, so he had her practice run it so she knew exactly what to do to grab the key to get out the house. He kidnapped somebody else, actually shot that person so that she could fill all up in their brains to get the key. The criminal mastermind is masterminding. Then was able to take out an entire fleet of armed guards, cops, and the FBI to free both Will and Hannibal. Had enough nerve not to kill Will nor Hannibal right then and there, which would have been the smartest and easiest thing to do. But nope, it's not a part of the game and the honor. We're opponents, and so we have to meet on the battlefield. But he steals a police car, able to get away, and comes back, and you know what? Francis played by a rule that both Hannibal and Will refuse to play by, and that's using a firearm. Will, remember in season 1 when my favorite girl Beverly helped you readjust your stance when you were shooting? Yeah, use that training and get your weapon. and just start blasting. Francis said he's not waiting to come in and walk through the door and then attack Hannibal. No, he's shooting from outside, mortally wounding. Allegedly, apparently. I haven't seen a body. I'm not gonna believe it until I see a body. Same with Abigail. Y'all tried to tell me she was dead. Homegirl wasn't dead. She was just locked up and Hannibal cut off her ear. But Francis incapacitated Hannibal off rip, allowed Hannibal to get at least half of his monologue out, and then stabbed my boy in the neck. Will has been stabbed and shot and kidnapped and strung up and beat. He's been force-fed people's ears. He's been lied to. He's been cheated. Margot tried to baby trap him. Alana had a will they won't they. Crawford said he had his back and then was nowhere to be found. And you know what he has now? He has wounds. He has bullet holes and cuts from knives and medical bills. Oh my God. Will, my boy, what am I supposed to do? I mean, it's so sad because at the end, Will was like, you know what? If I go, I go. If I'm out, I'm out. I'm tired. Will was behaving the way that he did when him and Hannibal got kidnapped by Mason. And he was sitting at that dinner table listening to Mason just say the craziest things in the world. And he was just like, death is sweet. Can y'all hurry up and bring it? My boy became a walking, talking depression punching bag. And I still want justice for Will to this day. To this day. I am a sucker for complicated human relationships. Not in my real life, only in media. Y'all, I am emotionally worn out, but I do want to say I had a world of fun. I had so much fun, and I had fun with y'all. My subscribers on YouTube, my patrons on Patreon. I created a Patreon because of y'all, and y'all have been amazing. I love each and every single one of y'all. Y'all are my road dogs. And now I can officially join the fandom, and I can do all the cool things like reblogging on Tumblr and getting into discussions with y'all because I have been avoiding spoilers like the plague. And with all of that being said, I want to thank you for being here with me. And if you could do me a quick favor, like, subscribe, ring that bell for post notifications, follow me on all my social media. Follow my Patreon for full-length reactions to Hannibal Season 2 and Hannibal Season 3 and full-length reactions to the next series I react to. And that way I can see you next time with another one. Bye, y'all!